I wanted to do a longer teaching called What is True? What is the power of true worship, or what is worship? I was at a service last night, and um, I was really blown away by the lack of worship. Um, and I think many people don't understand worship. And so I think that's the problem in our churches, is that we lack a revelation of of worship. And so I want to really break down what worship is and what worship is not. Worship is not making a lot of noise. Praise is not shouting and yelling and screaming at God. It's not shouting. It's not dancing. It's none of those things. Everything to do with praise and worship starts first in your heart. If your heart is not pure toward God, if you don't have a heart that's fully surrendered to God, that's fully yielded to his voice, fully yielded to his voice, his will for your life, doesn't mean you're perfect, doesn't mean you don't make mistakes. It just means that you're fully in love with the Lord, because that's what it's about. Many Christians have worshiped out of religion. I did it for years. I love the Lord, but my praise was religious. Worship is about us and God. It's not about what God can do for us. So many people, when they go into praise or go into worship, it's about what God can do for them. A lot of our gospel music, our worship music, is about us and how God can bless us and heal us. But real worship is found in the book of the Revelation, when we see where the angels themselves cry before the Lord, holy, holy, holy is he, the ones that sits on the throne. They're crying who he is day and night, day and night. The incense is a rising. Incense represents worship. And so that's coming before God day and night in heaven. That they are fixated on God. And so many people don't understand that it's a heart posture of telling God who he is. It comes from a place of brokenness, of humility, of love, of adoration, of what he's done for you, and being grateful and thankful. And there's a 3-step process. It's the outer court, the inner court, the holy. The first level is thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is that level of being thankful for what God has done for you. Being thankful that just thanking God. That's how I start off, thanking God, and just beginning to thank him for you, his goodness, his mercy, his everything he's done for you. But then that's just the outer court. Many people, Christians, are stuck in the outer court because there is a process. And I talk about this in my book, Divine Dialogue, The Art of Conversing with God. Then the next level is praise. Praise is about what he has done for you, being thankful, not just being thankful, but praising him, give him glory for what he's done for you, and just the shout, the yelling of the screaming of the dancing of your, just that is praise. But worship is the final level. Worship has to do with you are so undone, you're so gone by who he is and what he's done, and there is a relationship like a husband and a wife, that's even deeper than that, where you cannot imagine life without him. And you're worshiping and telling him who he is. And I do that. I get a worship song out, a real worship song, a love song, and you begin to sing it to him, and to his presence comes. And that's one of the ways you know he receives your worship. Because when he would receive in the Old Testament the sacrifice, the cloud would come, the fire would come. That's the representation of the presence. When we worship, the fire should come, the presence should come into our rooms, our prayer closets, our cars, wherever our secret place is, that place where we set aside time with God. And that's the key to the glory. That's the key to the presence, the manifest presence of God returning to our churches, the deliverance power of God, the miracle power of God, the revival that we're believing God for in our churches, in our personal lives, in our marriages. It comes from that place of worship. If you want to walk in miracles in the prophetic, if you want to walk in the glory realm, then you need to become a radical worshiper, a person that lives in a place of worship, not 5-minute prayer life, not just going to a prayer line. You need to be a person that has given themselves over to ministering to the Lord, where you are the priest. We are all priests of God. We all have access now to go into his presence and give spiritual sacrifice. The Bible says, present your body as a living sacrifice, holy unto the Lord. That is worship. And so I want you to subscribe to our channel if this really blessed you today. I hope it did. God bless you.